Hi, we're going to make a Tiki Hut using the Tiki building kit. Hi, I'm Fraggin' Grandpa. How are y'all? We're going to build the Tiki Hut in happy building mode so that we can take advantage of some of the relaxed building that may be coming to the base game soon. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. The menu will not be the same as it will be in the base game, but everything else should be pretty close. Okay, we're going to build right here behind these ghoul tents at Flatwoods. Right here in this riverbed, just this side of that fallen tree. What I'm going to do is use this blueprint I have of the octagon building to help make the hut. I have several videos on how to make this octagon building. One shows an easier way to make it, and I also have one that shows how to make it without leaving a hole in the floor or in the ceiling. So that's what I'm going to use now, is that blueprint for the octagon building in order to make the hut. So I put down the octagon building, and what I do is I'm going to replace the structure with the tiki structures. To start with, I'm going to replace the foundations. Now down at the bottom you see where it says store, scrap, or replace, and it has the square button. I hit the square, and then it comes up with a menu that says scrap, store, or replace. I hit the triangle for replace. On the foundation, with the foundation highlighted, then I change that foundation to the wood stilt foundation and place it. Replace it, that is. Do the same with every foundation all the way around the structure. Now, this is pretty easy to do right now. I hear that whenever they put the relaxed building in the base game, there will be another page you will have to go with in order to edit what is placed down. It may be a little more in-depth, a little more difficult to do then. Right now you just press the button that says replace, and right now we're just going to replace this doorway with the tiki doorway. And we're going to replace it with the tiki doorway that has the corrugated steel. Then we're going to go around to the right, and we're going to place the doorway with a regular wall, a tiki wall. Let's go ahead and, well, let's place it with a window. A regular window. And then we'll go to the next one and replace it with a wall structure, a full wall structure. Let's replace it with the wall structure that has the corrugated steel on it. We go to the next one. Let's place it with a regular full wall, but let's go to the full wall, plain full wall. We go to the next one. replace the next doorway wall with the tiki wall, and let's use the corrugated steel full wall on that one. And we'll go to the next one, and again we will go to the tiki wall and replace it with the corrugated steel wall. We go to the next one. Let's replace that with a full tiki wall, and let's go to the plain this time. And the next one, the one right before you come to the door, let's replace that with a window. Let's go to your tiki building and replace it with a tiki window with the corrugated steel on it. Now let's click on the toggle switch where we can go up top and we can go above it, and let's just put a flat tiki roof there. What we will do when we go down and we see at the bottom where it says placement mode and it says snap, we hit the square button, and then it says collide, and we hit the square button again and it says free, which means we can free place that where we want to place it. So let's push it down into the top and cover the hole up. Okay. So we've got that in the top and got the hole covered up. Let's highlight the roof piece and hit the store square button and hit the triangle button to replace that, and let's go ahead and replace that slant piece with a tiki slant piece, the regular tiki slant piece. Go to the next one. Let's replace that also with a tiki slant piece. Let's use the corrugated, the one with the pieces of corrugated steel on it. We'll go around to the next one, highlight it, and replace that one also. And we replace that one with a tiki slant piece. Let's make this one a regular plain one, and we'll go to the next piece and replace that also with a regular tiki slant piece. And we'll go around to the next one. We'll replace that also, and we'll replace that with the tiki slant piece that has the corrugated steel on it. We go to the next one and we'll place that. We will replace that with the tiki slant piece with the corrugated steel on it, and we'll go around to the next one and we'll replace that one with the tiki slant piece regular. And we'll go around to the last one and we replace that with the tiki slant piece corrugated. Then we'll hit our button and come back down to our regular view, and there we have the main structure, the hut. Let's put some porches on it. So we'll go to the porch. It just says porch foundation, but this is the tiki porch, and we'll put one in front where the door would be at. Go down where it says placement mode and hit the square button so that it says snap, and we'll let it snap onto the front. Then we'll go over to the side a little bit here and let it snap onto that other side. Snap it, and it leaves a gap between the two of them. We will fix that later. Let's go ahead and go to the other side and let that snap in there, leaving another gap that we will fix, and we will fix those now. We'll go to the floor, and we'll go down to the wood steel foundation, and we'll go down to where it says placement mode snap. We will hit the square button till it says collide, hit the square button again and it says free mode, and we can go ahead and line this up with that gap on the bottom here and slide it in where it kind of looks like it's kind of lined up pretty decently. That looks pretty decent. We'll put that there, and we'll go over to the next gap and we'll slide that in where it looks kind of lined up, and we'll slide that in where it looks pretty decent. And that looks pretty decent, so we'll put it there. And let's go to the recent, and we'll grab that roof piece from the recent. And leaving it on free mode, we can place it into the gap above that. Kind of line it up where it looks about right, where it looks about lined up. And that looks pretty decent. We'll put that there. We'll go over to the next gap and we'll put the roof piece into where it kind of looks like it's lined up pretty decently. And I guess that looks pretty decent. Let's slide it out a little bit. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. So let's go ahead and hit that. So we have a little porch around it. Let's go over to the defenses. And we'll go down to where it says where we can find the railings. And then we'll go over to the tiki railing. And we'll go down to where it says placement mode. And we hit the square button till it says snap. And we'll go right here to the very end and snap that piece in. Then we'll go over and snap it in on the side. Then we'll go way down to the other end and we'll snap it in the other end. Then we'll go back over to the side and snap it in the side. Then let's go look down to where we see placement mode again and hit the triangle button so it says collide. Hit the triangle button, not the triangle button, the square button again, where it says placement free. And we can try to free place this in next to the other railing where we free place the foundation in, and we try to line that up where it looks like it's kind of straight, which that looks pretty decent right there. And we'll go over to the other side where we try to line it in next to the other railing, line it up where it looks pretty decent. I think that looks pretty decent. Okay, then let's go to the stairs. Go down to the wooden stairs and over to, we get to the tiki stairs. When we got the tiki stairs selected, we go down and we look down to where it says placement mode. We click the square button till it says snap, and we snap that right on the front of the porch, right in front of the door. So we can go up on the porch with the steps, and we can go up and look at it. And it looks pretty decent, I believe. Alright, now let's just go to the doors. And I think the best door for me at this time would be a curtain door. Let's just use this curtain door and put it on there. Okay, so that is the Tiki Hut. Not too bad, not too shabby. Really easy, really quick with the free place mode. Until next time, y'all be good and be safe.